Well, ladies and gentlemen, MK Stalin is not mincing his words. And it's not just about the battle for Tamil Nadu and the DMK versus opposition, but it's about its own ally. So at a time when Prime Minister Modi, when the NDA is projecting a very united front, will DMK and Congress be able to forge something that will at least look like a front against the opposition in Tamil Nadu? What are we really talking about? In a strong message to its ally, Congress DMK has made it clear there will be no power sharing in Tamil Nadu. The DMK has drawn a firm line. Senior DMK leader and Tamil Nadu Minister R S Rajakannappan has made it clear the party is not dependent on the Congress alliance. His message was blunt. DMK cannot run its political affairs based on alliances, and the final call on the coalition rests with Chief Minister MK Stalin.
நம்முடைய காங்கிரஸ் கட்சி கூட்டணியை பற்றி முதல்வர் பேசிக்கொள்வார். அவருடைய வந்தா வரட்டும், வரலனா போட்டோம். அதை பற்றி நம்ம யாரும் கூட்டணியை நம்பி கட்சிகளை நம்பிலாம் நம்ம அரசியல் நடத்த முடியாது. அது இஷ்டம், அது முதல்வருடைய இஷ்டம். நம்முடைய காங்கிரஸ் கட்சி கூட்டணியை பற்றி முதல்வர் பேசிக்கொள்வார். அவருடைய வந்தா வரட்டும், வரலனா போட்டோம். அதை பற்றி நம்ம யாரும் கூட்டணியை நம்பி கட்சிகளை நம்பிலாம் நம்ம அரசியல் நடத்த முடியாது. அது இஷ்டம், அது முதல்வருடைய இஷ்டம். நம்முடைய காங்கிரஸ் கட்சி கூட்டணியை பற்றி முதல்வர் பேசிக்கொள்வார். அவருடைய வந்தா வரட்டும், வரலனா போட்டோம். அதை பற்றி நம்ம யாரும் கூட்டணியை நம்பி கட்சிகளை நம்பிலாம் நம்ம அரசியல் நடத்த முடியாது. அது இஷ்டம், அது முதல்வருடைய இஷ்டம்.
Well, Chief Minister Stalin has said he will take care of alliance math and categorically ruled out cabinet berths for allies. Power sharing with ally partners won't work in Tamil Nadu. Even as seat sharing talks are set to begin around 22nd Feb, Stalin has made it clear this will not be a coalition government. Instead, it will be a DMK-led government on DMK's terms.
களப்பணி மட்டும்தான் இனி உங்களுடைய முழு பணி. உங்களுடைய ஒவ்வொரு மினிட் உழைப்பும் ஒரு ஓட். கூட்டணி தொகுதி, அந்த பங்கீடு, எந்த தொகுதி யாருக்கு யார் வேட்பாளர், இதையெல்லாம் கவலைப்படாதீங்க, நான் பார்த்துக்கிறேன். அது என்கிட்ட விட்டுருங்க. எங்க யார் நின்னாலும் 234 தொகுதியில தலைவர் தான் இந்த ஸ்டாலின் தான் வேட்பாளர் நினைச்சு வேலை பாருங்க. ஒற்றுமை இல்லாம இலக்கை அடைய முடியாது. அதனால தோழமை கட்சியுடைய ஒற்றுமை உணர்வோடு நாம் பணியாற்றணும். இதை பண்ணால 224 போல முழு வெற்றி நம்ம வசமாகிவிடும்.
Congress, however, appears to be signalling discomfort. Some Congress leaders have pushed for a share in governance. Meanwhile, Congress MP Manickam Tagore has said ultimately the people will decide whether Tamil Nadu gets a coalition or a one-party government. Tamil Nadu Congress chief, in fact, has gone on to say the final decision rests with Congress High Command about power sharing.
Thanks to Honorable Chief Minister. So we demanded we have to start the early negotiation. Honorable Chief Minister said coming 22nd we will start the negotiation. This is not opinion, his views, he said. Everyone have own idea, own views. He said behalf of the DMK and behalf of the government. So our High Command, AIC, All India Congress Committee will decide.
So while Stalin projects confidence expecting over 200 seats, Congress seems to be reminding its ally that the final verdict lies with voters. Meanwhile, the DMK has also targeted its rivals. In fact, Rajakannappan has in fact claimed that BJP cannot gain a foothold in Tamil Nadu. He declared the AIADMK a finished force, saying it ended with MGR and Jayalalitha. Message is loud and clear. The DMK sees itself as one and only dominant force in Tamil Nadu politics. Alliances may exist, but authority will not be shared, is their clear messaging. So ahead of the polls, the DMK is asserting its big brother status, welcoming allies, but unwilling to divide power. The question now, will Congress settle for seat sharing alone, as it has in the past? I'm being joined by Kalyan Raman, who's a senior leader with the BJP in Tamil Nadu, advocate C. Rajakannappan, who's a political analyst, and I'm also being joined by Ramesh Sethuraman, who's a senior journalist. Thank you very much, all of you, for joining me. Well, first, Ramesh Sethuraman, is Congress now really going to be paying a price for not just what's become of it in the South, but also of the route that it's seen in the North as well? This seems to be a very similar tale playing out. So one is Tamil Nadu as an island itself, where power sharing has been off cards between the Congress and the DMK in the past. Then you have another state in the South that's going to polls, and that's Kerala, where Congress-led UPA faced a humiliating defeat in the last assembly elections. And then you have states in the North which have seen routes of the Congress. Where is Congress placing itself? On what basis is it asking for power sharing?
Yeah. So, based on past elections and based on the free ride that they had, for example, in UP, right? In fact, people know that, not in UP, Bihar, the loss for Yadavs primarily was because of the excess seat that was allocated for Congress. Coming back to Tamil Nadu, let us all remember that Congress once was a ruling party in the state, and unfortunately, it has become a subordinate party today to the DMK. So, as far as Tamil Nadu's political arena is concerned, it has always been like a bipolar politics. So, especially with the regional parties, which is DMK and ADMK. And that has been the case, and hence the national parties, including BJP, so if you as well as Congress, if you look at it, so they are all playing the second line in all the elections. But Congress has got two schools of thought. So one, the leaders are thinking conservatively. So they think that, let us all continue with a cordial relationship with DMK, and let us get as many MLA seats as possible and assembly seats as possible, and also let us negotiate for Rajya Sabha seat. Typically goes to some of the old foxes, right, who don't let anybody else into the power ecosystem of the Congress party. So,
no, but Ramesh Sethuraman, the narrative now seems to be going beyond that.
No.
From what Mr. Manikam is saying, what several others saying, there seems to be already stakes being claimed for power sharing in governance. That's not been the tale in Tamil Nadu between the DMK and Congress.
I know that. Yes, I agree with you. That's why I said there are two schools of thought, right? The other school of thought is that the guys have started thinking that it is high time. See, every single time, let's say when Congress comes to power, if DMK is part of the coalition, then they or alliance, they want to be part of the coalition government, and they want to clearly claim the ministries, some of the key or rather lucrative ministries for themselves. And now the Congress is asking, so why not you do it like this in your state also?
Let me get an advocate C. Rajakannappan at this point. Advocate C. Rajakannappan, do you think DMK is going to give play? I mean, look at the visuals on our screen. What fantastic visuals of MK Stalin and Rahul Gandhi giving that warm hug. The Mohabbat ki dukaan, even reaching out to the opposition for that matter. But this is, allies seen as the best of friends, best of buddies in terms of political allies. The two have managed to work together pretty well. Is that a tale of the past now?
Good evening. See, this alliance formula is definitely will work in favor of DMK, because without Congress, definitely DMK will get into trouble, because Congress has at least 5 to 6% vote in Tamil Nadu, throughout Tamil Nadu, and Congress voters are definitely going to make an impact, cadres and Congress party, if they go and join any other party. So this alliance is a very crucial alliance for DMK, and I would not make any unsolicited comment until there is some official statement from both the sides.
No, Rajakannappan, nobody is questioning the alliance arithmetic here. Nobody is saying this is a bad alliance and it should not happen. This has been going on for a while. This is known. This is how the politics of Tamil Nadu has played out. So this is nobody is saying that this alliance must not happen. A simple question that everybody is now asking is, this is a very strong tone and tenor which is being already set by DMK. And in comparison to that, the demands from Congress, however mere in terms of voter percentage, you know, anywhere between a 5 to 8% of vote share that they have managed to garner over the last few years is a good bet for the DMK. But is DMK going to be willing to move ahead and give them a berth, a power share piece of pie?
See, as on date, the alliance has to work and they should win the elections. And after winning the elections, it's too hypothetical to speak about the cabinet berth as of now. That's what I strongly opine, because Mr. MK Stalin has categorically rejected the offer of alliance, government sharing, that cabinet sharing of with any political party they are in alliance with. So being the case, I would see that this alliance, after winning, they may sit and talk, but it's too premature and too hypothetical to answer that question, because
it's not. You know, Rajshekharan, let me play the devil's advocate, and I know we have Kalyan Raman waiting for us. I will go to the Kalyan Raman next, but let me play the devil's advocate here. Look at what's happening in Karnataka. It is not even about alliance party. It is about Congress within Congress. Look at what's happening. There is a tussle for chief minister because of statements that were made when the swearing in happened for Siddaramaiah. Again, a very significant historic swearing in of all the things. And DKS, at that time, the message which was floated was DKS will become chief minister eventually. Look at what's happening in Karnataka. This is Congress within Congress. We are talking about DMK and Congress. That's another step forward. So this is not premature to talk about. But Kalyan Raman, I mean, you know, let's give it to your alliance at this point. Despite all that's happened between AIA, DMK and Annamalai and several others as well, you have managed to put in at least a united front at the face of it. They have not been able to blow the bubbles. I can see DMK, I can see advocates, see Rajashekharan disagreeing. I'll come to that. But Kalyan Raman, how do you look at what's unfolding?
See, first of all, Kannappan talking about take it or leave it stance. That is essentially something told to him to speak in the public domain so as to deflect the demands of Congress in specific. So this was told essentially by Stalin, asking Rajakannappan to speak in those terms, making it clear. Okay, now what happens? Both the parties are losing out in a big way in Tamil Nadu, both in terms of vote share or in terms of image also. Because the DMK is corrupt, number one, and the Congress is holding on to a very corrupt mechanism, number two. Now, we have to look at from the different perspective, that is, wherever the education levels are going, allow me to complete, wherever the education levels are going up, Rajshekar, wait. You had your time, wait. Wherever the education levels are going up, economic levels are going up, the Congress is losing out. Odisha and Maharashtra being the last couple of examples where the Congress had come down below 15% and 10% respectively. So given the situation, Congress is increasingly becoming weak, as well as DMK. Now, DMK is trying to convey a message that they are very strong. For that reason, they are making people like Kannappan to talk.
But here's the equation. You know, here's what I want to get in. You are saying Congress is becoming weak, but when you compare it with BJP, in the light of two national parties, look at the vote share. Make a comparison on that. And here's the question where I would want to get in, Ramesh Sethuraman. Congress may have even...
The question is for me. Allow me to complete.
I will.
We have scored 19% as early as 2014 and a similar number in 2024. So the question of we being too low is ruled out. The alliance was headed by us when we had 18% vote share or 19% vote share in 24 and 14. On the contrary, when the Congress contested elections on its own in 2014, they got only 4.32% vote. So that is Congress and this is BJP. So there is no comparison.
Okay, Kalyan Raman, you have answered with the question that I wanted to pose Ramesh Sethuraman. So let me go to Ramesh Sethuraman directly. Answer to what Kalyan Raman is saying, because in that really lies what DMK is doing. In that really lies the public discourse that now is being propagated, the posturing that is being propagated by DMK. It really lies to the vote share and just the dismal performance of Congress. Forget about the northern states, even in South, which at once used to have a strong presence and a vote share.
Yes. So if you look at the very interesting point, right? So in 2021, even though DMK fought the election with Alliance, like they used to do it in the past also, they came up with the single largest majority after a very long time, after several decades, right? However, current situation, if you look at it, say in the past 3 decades, if you look at it, there is also a standard record where DMK never has its second consecutive term. The consecutive term, it never, where it never captures power, and then ADMK typically returns to power, right? So that's the way it has been. So considering this particular situation, every time DMK comes, like this time also, there will be a significant anti-incumbency, no matter what kind of development things that they talk about it. There will always be a challenge they would face, and they are facing it this time also. On top of it, the typical challenge
but is Congress in a position, sir? Is Congress in a position to provide a solution to anti-incumbency is the question. Very quickly, if I can go across at this point to Rajashekharan, very quickly, 30 seconds response, we're totally out of time.
I didn't get your question. Can you repeat it?
The very fact of what you heard your co-panelist Ramesh Sethuraman say, that here is the reason why Congress becomes important and relevant is because of what the anti-incumbency challenge that DMK may be facing. My question to that is really, is Congress in a position to provide a solution, a support solution in terms of anti-incumbency? Does it stand? As an ally, what do you think?
Every government,
DMK would say.
Every government has every government has an anti-incumbency factor, and there is an anti-incumbency factor against the BJP at the center, which will impact against the ADMK BJP, which they don't have any other party except for Edapadi ADMK and BJP, Nainar Nagendran BJP, because Kalyan Raman belongs to Nainar Nagendran. Annamalai BJP is not happy. So there are 2-3 BJPs in Tamil Nadu, and ADMK has 4-5 ADMKs.
Come out of illusion. Come out of illusion. Come out of illusion. Let's talk politics.
In fact, DMK alliance is intact.
Let's talk politics. Let us not talk illusions, Rajashekar.
No.
Okay, all right, gentlemen, we're completely out of time. Illusion or politics, a lot of this is going to happen. But remember, the big thing is, even as the two southern states, Kerala and Tamil Nadu, go to polls, the revolving door policy between the party in government has seen significant changes, significant layers, and that's going to be interesting to see how that really plays out, particularly with how the opposition in these states are also positioning themselves.